Hi friends, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, hi, I'm Lena of Love Me and Crochet, and welcome to Fiction and Fibers, where we crochet and have a little cozy chat about a book I recently read. Alright, so today I am crocheting something very simple, a cute little scrunchie. I am using the Big Twist yarn in the color Jade Green, their value yarn. And I am using a size 5mm hook for today's project. And while I will be crocheting this, I will be talking about the Pumpkin Spice Café by Laurie Gilmore. So, if you're ready, like I'm ready, let's dive in. Alright, so the Pumpkin Spice Cafe is a book where we join Jeannie as she explores the new town she moves to after her aunt decides to retire and give her the cafe that she was running. Before all of this had happened, she basically was coming from a struggle in her mental health after she witnesses her boss drop dead after basically overworking himself, and it causes a mental toll on her as she is confused on whether or not the corporate world is something she wants to stay in after seeing basically what can happen to you after doing it for so long. And so she battles that within herself and figuring out what she should do. Luckily, with her aunt retiring, she gets this opportunity at a new life as she moves to this town and pick up the business that her aunt left. In this journey, she meets a guy named Logan, who is the male lead in the story, and we basically follow them as they fall in love. Throughout their love story, they are wrapped in a situation where she is being sabotaged and basically someone is torturing her or trying to get her to run away from the business, and they are trying to figure out who it is. So we are reading a mystery as well as a beautiful love story. So that is pretty much the premise. We see her grow and develop and make new family members, and she meets so many kind people, and it's just really a light, quick read that's really fun. And yeah, that's pretty much a summary. It's not like, not in a weird way, but it's not something that has like a very crazy plot line. It's a very fun, light plot line. So with that, that's the summary. Now let's get into my thoughts. Alright, so my thoughts. First thought is kind of like how quickly the leads fell in love. I mean, it was pretty much love at first sight. Within a few days, they're already kissing, X, Y, and Z, just really going full throttle into this relationship. They trusted each other quickly, and then they already had like their moments of distrust, and then they got right back together. And so that was very interesting because I'm kind of used to like slow burns, but this wasn't like a super long book. So with that being said, I kind of understand why it was so quick of love, like them falling in love. But it was just kind of crazy because I was just like, wow, y'all know nothing about each other. Nothing. Y'all ain't even did a deep dive, and y'all already doing the most. I was just like, okay, that's fine. But like I said, it was a small book. The love story kind of followed like a typical love story plot, so I wasn't mad about that. I felt like it was adorable, cute. It wasn't too much going on that was like frustrating me throughout the storyline, and I was able to enjoy them falling in love, if that makes sense. Like, I wasn't too like yes. There was some like wow moment, but it was still fun and lighthearted. Learning more about her aunt and the employees in the store, or even just learning about like different people in the town was something fun. I like the community of the town, basically the world building. Like, it was our world. It wasn't like, I don't know why I'm saying world building, but just basically the building of the town, the town's folk, the way the town operated, the closeness. I felt like this was something that the main character Jeannie was really needing in her state from her previous experiences. And I love how we get to see how each person represent themselves and put themselves in her life and become really caring to her. So I really enjoyed that. The whole thing with like the sabotage, all the things she thought was the root cause of it was really fun. It put the couple in so many like funny spots, and I think that's another thing that made it like a fun, lighthearted, quick read. It wasn't nothing too dramatic, which I know some of us love those little real dramatic books, but it was just genuinely like adorable, if anything. Favorite moment in the book is probably during the time they were looking for what she thought was a ghost. I thought that was quite funny to compare it to what it turned out to actually be at that time. Very beginning of the book, this is like when we start realizing that they liked each other a little bit, but it was kind of like so quick and early in the book that it was kind of like, do they though? So I feel like that was my favorite part of the book. My favorite character had to be probably, I don't think I have a favorite character. I don't think in this book I really have the favorite character. I think they just all played their part. Like, each character had their role in it, and I think it was a pretty even base when it came to the characters as a whole. The funny thing about this is, like, I picked the book up straight off the cover image. It said the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I saw this like fall-esque picture, and I just was like, I want to read that one because it's cute. I like the way it looks. I like all the fall leaves. I love the cute cafe. I mean, I was in my pumpkin spice. I wasn't in my pumpkin spice era, but I like me a little pumpkin spice here and there. So for a book to be called the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I was very intrigued. And with that curiousness, I was like, wow. And I came up with this light little quick read. It kind of gave me like a little break from some of the other heavier books I had been reading. So that's why I'm really glad I read the book. It was simple, it was chill, and I honestly wasn't expecting too much from it, but I think I got something cute out of it. And so with that, I am very grateful for the book. So with that, I rated this book a 7 out of 10. It was fun, it was cute, it had funny moments, it was light, it was a quick read, it was something just like to get your mind off the day. Boom, bang, bing, loved it. Gave this book a 7 out of 10, and with that is my review. Very quick review, but it was a very quick book. And I feel like there wasn't like a lot of detail to say without giving away spoilers because of the simplicity of the book. So it wasn't like a lot of like things I can mention that wouldn't give parts away. So if it seemed a little quick, or if it seemed a little, I want to say lackluster, but if it just didn't have as many details, then that's why. It was something like they had their past, but I feel like their past kind of gave a lot to what the characters end up doing and how their thought processes were. And I just don't want to give too much away, but I'm here to like give the review to encourage you to read. Like, this is my thought process, this is what I got from it, and if you want to quick, lighthearted read, I recommend it. It was a quick, fun little something. All right, so this is the end of my book review of The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. I did complete the scrunchie. It was a cute, simple, quick crochet project for me to do. When I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go ahead and weave in this end. But with that, let me know if you read this one or if you have any book recommendations that I should read while I crochet next. If you enjoyed this cozy combo, please consider liking, subscribing, or even clicking the notification bell so that you can get a notification the next time I post. And with that, I'll see you in the next Fiction and Fibers. Bye!